Just found this site. I have an H1 error on my Frigidaire. Thermostat was replaced. After replacement, fridge is at 45 almost 18 hours later. Freezer has always worked but de-icing was needed. Still getting the H1 error.
Do you know the model of your Frigidaire fridge? How old is it?
FFSS 2614K6A, about 5 years old.
How long has this been going on with your Frigidaire refrigerator? What have you tried so far?
Just happened when we got back Sunday night, found H1 error, beeping sound, and warm fridge.
Is there anything else the appliance expert should know before I connect you? Rest assured that they'll be able to help you.
Repairman came yesterday to replace thermo and de-ice.
My name is Woody. I'm sorry to hear that you're having issues with your appliance. I understand how frustrating that must be. So hopefully we can get this resolved quickly. Note, however, I'll also be assisting you along with other customers, so there may be a delay in my responses, so do not panic, just wait for my reply. Give me a few minutes to pull up any information on this model.
Thanks.
And the H1, is that in the freezer or the fresh food section display?
The display resides in the fresh food part. The H1 error comes up for the fresh food. Freezer is working fine. Thermo was replaced yesterday and freezer was de-iced. When I came home Sunday night, beeping sound and the H1 error, fresh food part was warm. I unplugged for about 30 minutes, then replugged. Working again even though occasional beeping, 35 degrees, but after replacement yesterday, still H1 error and now at 45 degrees.
And what do you mean by de-icing? Freezer has always worked but de-icing was needed?
Chunks of ice were all over the freezer. Repairman took out a huge bowl shaped like the bottom drawer. He said no airflow with all the ice blocking circulation. Truth is there was a lot of ice.
Okay, so the H1 in the fresh food section means the fresh food temperature is above 55 degrees and the freezer is the only thing that cools the entire unit. So the ice, could it have been water that froze on the freezer floor? And is the fan inside the freezer section running at this time?
As far as can tell, yes.
If you can please open the freezer door and look on the lower rear interior wall panel, do you see any frost or ice on that rear wall panel?
There was yesterday, lots of it, but not anymore.
Okay, and if you open the fresh food door in the top left rear corner is the vent that the cold air from the freezer comes in from. Do you feel any air flow out of the vent at this time?
Give me a moment to go check, I'm at other side of house.
Okay, no problem.
Little bit of flow, 48 degrees currently in fridge.
Okay, and what is the freezer temperature at this time? And did the tech remove everything out of the freezer and remove the rear interior wall panel to defrost the freezer's evaporator coil?
We did remove everything out of the freezer and he did remove the interior panel and defrosted something. I don't know if it was the coils, but I am ignorant of the parts. I did see what I think is the coils, like car radiator, after he finished, which he showed me, and they look clean where before it was icy.
Okay, and you're 1005 sure that at this time you have not frost on the lower freezer rear interior wall panel? I need to be 100% sure.
The same interior wall panel that was removed yesterday evening, which, when removed, reveals the coils.
Yes, the same rear interior panel.
I will take a closer look. I will have to remove stuff to see that panel clearly. Please hold.
No problem.
Well, I checked and I don't see frost.
Okay, and can you say that you do in fact hear the fan inside the freezer running? Okay, so now let's go back into the fresh food section and remove the cover from the vent, and inside the vent is motor control damper motor. See if the door is fully opened or not, please.
Unfortunately, I will not be able to do this since I am working from my home office. I would have to unscrew some screws to take out the vent. Frown. Could it be the damper? Repair person did say if what he did does not work, he might need to replace damper, but he did not remove the vent cover yesterday.
Yes, you have 2 screws that need to be removed to remove the cover off of the vent.
I'm not familiar with this site. Is there a way I can continue with this conversation when I can take a break?
Yes, it could be the vent damper, and it could also be the unit main electronic control board that operates the damper motor. Sure, just copy and paste the question's URL address to your favorites and reply back when you can.
How do you determine which would be the issue? Do I have to replace damper, and if that doesn't work, then we know is the control panel?
No, you can number 1 see if the damper door is possibly frozen in place. And with a voltometer you can even test the damper motor winding to see if it is good.
Okay, well, when I can get away, I will take off the vent cover and check if frozen. I have a meter so I can check. The repairman says he will come back today, so he may end up doing this, but I wanted to get another opinion because I was disappointed the fridge still didn't work, and I paid a lot for the de-icing and thermometer replacement.
Okay, no problem at all.
Until later, thanks.
Anytime. Woody.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/ythi.